Hi guys, I am Pulkit and in this video we are going to talk about fundamentals of MBA interviews. So, in a typical interview, these are the four category of questions that will be asked from you. The first one would be, tell me something about yourself. Now, this kind of questions would include things about your personality, your strengths and your weaknesses. So, the second type of questions would be statement of purpose questions. Now, this would include why do you want to do MBA, why should we select you, why this college, these sort of questions, questions that have why in them. Third would be achievement based questions. Now, what you have achieved in your past, questions from your CV, those sort of things. The last would be general awareness questions. These would be case based or related to current issues. Now, in this video, we are going to deep dive in tell me something about yourself section. So, the first thing is don't let them get bored when you are answering this question. So, this will typically be the first question that interviewer asks you, and this would be your first impression towards the interviewer. Now, and the first thing that I am going to tell you about this question is don't just recite everything that you've written in your CV. Don't let the interviewer get bored. When you go on a date, right? You don't tell the other person about uninteresting things about you. You only tell them about interesting incidences that have happened to you, and that is what you should do in the interview. You should only talk about interesting things about you, how you showed leadership skills, or what you an extraordinary achievement that you have made, things like that. The second point would be maintain a theme of things that you have done. For example, you might find in your CV that you participated in some fest, you participated in a sports event, then you went on to win some Olympiad, and maybe you worked for a couple of years in engineering and you also have a BTech background. Now, you will divide all of these things into themes, right? So, the first theme would be I studied engineering. In my engineering, I did this project, these academic papers, and then I worked in this firm, which was very relevant to my core studies. Then the next theme would be so I was always active in extracurricular activities and I participated in this tournament, I won that tournament, I participated in this fest, I helped organize this event, those sort of things. Then you may come on the third strategy, third theme, like I qualified for this Olympiad and these sort of things. So you have to maintain a theme of things that you have done before you go into the interview, right? And when interviewer asks you to introduce yourself, you will simply list down different themes that you have already prepared. So this is the only preparation you need to do about this question. The third thing is don't let go of the conversational chain. You should always be in charge of the conversation. Interviewer should always be interested in you. He should always be listening to you, what you are talking about, what your experiences, your stories. Keep the interviewer engaged, and slightly nudge him towards his next question. So let's say I'm an expert in electric cars. So I'll typically give a slight nudge to the interviewer by telling him that, okay, so I've been working on electric cars and they are very fascinating and I want to work them. I want to work in electric car industry after my MBA. If you say something like this, interviewer will certainly ask you the next question about electric cars. So this is how you nudge the interviewer in your favor. You steer the interview according to yourself. And these are the three things that I wanted to talk about in this question. Now, as discussed earlier, there are total 4 different types of questions, and we will talk about each and every one of them in more details in the upcoming videos. So I hope this was informative, and if you want to know more, please go to the links below, where I and Rahul have started a JDPI course, BATPI course, where we are enrolling, helping students to crack their best calls. And to know more about that, you can get more information about that in the links given below. So do reach out to us if you have any queries. Thanks a lot for watching and hope to see you soon in the next video.